how I'm building Neo, my AI brain, and why you need one too. You see, most founders are still walking around with their entire business trapped inside of their head. 3 weeks ago, I stopped doing just that. I started building what I like to call Neo from my favorite movie, The Matrix. It's my actual AI brain inside Obsidian. And it's already changing how I capture knowledge, create IP, and run the entire company. If you're serious about scaling and you're tired of everything living in your head, hit subscribe and send this to just one person who needs to stop carrying the whole business in their brain. Welcome to All Business with Perri, where we talk about everything that there is to know about business. The ABCs, the 1, 2, 3s, and everything that you need to know basically about business. What I really want to ask you guys is just for a small favor. Hit subscribe and hit the bell icon. But one more thing I really need you to do is if you could just share this video with just one person that you feel will actually get something out of it. We're just starting this channel, we're growing this thing, and the more you share with somebody, the more it'll hit the algorithm and actually get more views on the videos that we actually do. We have 2 shows every week, every Monday, every Wednesday, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna go live as well, so I can just give you an inside look as to things I'm doing to actually scale my business as well. Let's get right into it. So here's what that actually looks like in practice. I'm following a 6-phase framework to turn my Obsidian vault into a true second brain. Phase 1 was getting the foundation right, user.md and soul.md. So every piece of content I generate sounds like me. Phase 2 was installing the actual structure, skills, memory, agents, and workflows that remember what I've done and improve over time. The real work started when I began feeding it. Over the past few weeks, I've been dropping real build briefs into the system, the full autonomous lead acquisition brief tailored just for my company, and turning it into specific production-ready agents. Instead of keeping the ideas in my head or scattered notes, I mapped out the business broker agent, the listing marketer agent, the valuation agent, the readiness synthesis agent, and the GoHighLevel write-back workflows, then fed every spec, guardrail, and phased rollout plan into Neo. Those agents are no longer one-time thoughts. They're now structural assets living inside of the brain. This is where the leverage shows up. Every time I define an agent, its purpose, the exact signals it should detect, the CRM fields it should populate, the outreach play it should trigger, Neo captures it all, structures it, and makes it reusable. The business broker agent then identifies owners showing exit readiness. The listing marketer agent that turns those signals into listing opportunities. The valuation agent that prepares all the numbers. All of it is now part of the compounding system. I can pull it up, refine it, and run it again with new verticals or new client types without starting from scratch. It's an amazing thing, guys. If you're starting to see why this matters, hit subscribe and share this with one founder who's still relying on memory and scattered notes. Now, I'm seeing the same pattern with other operators who are actually winning with AI right now. One advisory firm I know has turned every client engagement into a structured extraction process that feeds directly into their brain so the next client gets the benefit from everything learned from the previous 10. Do you get it? Another founder is using his AI brain to automatically turn raw research into vertical specific playbooks that he then sells. These aren't massive tech teams, guys. They're regular business owners that decided their knowledge should work harder than they do. This overhead, by the way, it's stupid low. Right now, Neo lives inside my existing Obsidian vault with a few lightweight skills and agents running on top. The tools are simple. It's Claude, it's ChatGPT for generation, it's GoHighLevel for client workflow, and a handful of automations to move information. The real investment isn't money, it's the decision. The decision to treat every piece of work as something worth turning into a reusable asset. The uncomfortable truth is this, though. If your entire business still lives in your head or in random notes and chats, or if you're just not using AI at all, you're competing against people who have already moved that knowledge into a system that remembers, improves, and compounds. The gap isn't going to close on its own. Now, I'm not saying you need to build a perfect brain overnight. It takes time and it takes a really want to do it. I'm saying pick one painful area where knowledge keeps disappearing. Client insights, playbooks, research, decisions, whatever it is, and start feeding it into the system that can actually hold it and give it back to you better than you left it. Then measure how much faster you move and reinvest that time. Now, if you want the exact framework, how I'm using Obsidian to actually build Neo, I can go ahead and share that with you in the link in the description. Or if you like some information on how to actually value accelerate your business by putting all of your systems and process into a place where you can go back to them whenever you want and create that IP to increase the value of your business, then there's a link for the Value Clarity Roadmap below where you can just click that, you get it for free, and I basically break everything down on how to do it. Comment roadmap and I'll also send it to you directly. Hit subscribe if you want to see how I'm actually building Neo week by week, and share this with one person who needs to stop carrying everything in their head. The founders who treat their knowledge like a liability are going to get left behind by the ones turning it into infrastructure. The question isn't whether you can afford to start, it's whether you can afford not to.